Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the fabulous, the fearless, and the downright scandalous history of fashion. We're talking about the outfits that didn't just turn heads. They shattered expectations, sparked outrage, and sometimes even changed the world. So, grab your popcorn, because this is going to be a wild ride through history's most rebellious wardrobes. Let's start our journey way back in the 18th century, a time of powdered wigs and enormous gowns. Enter Marie Antoinette and her infamous chemise, à la reine. Imagine this. The Queen of France, a fashion icon, suddenly appears in what looks like, well, her underwear. It was a simple, white muslin dress tied with a sash. To us, it looks like a comfy summer dress. But to the French court, it was an absolute scandal. They saw it as an affront to the dignity of the monarchy. It was too simple, too casual, and it blurred the lines between the aristocracy and the common people. This little white dress became a symbol of her perceived frivolity and disconnect from her subjects, fanning the flames of resentment that would eventually lead to the French Revolution. Who knew a dress could hold so much political weight? Jumping forward to the early 1900s, we meet another revolutionary garment, the hobble skirt. Designed by Paul Poiret, this skirt was incredibly narrow at the ankles, so narrow, in fact, that women could only take tiny, mincing steps. It was stylish, yes, but also incredibly restrictive. Cartoons at the time depicted women falling over, unable to board streetcars or even run from danger. The hobble skirt became a flashpoint in the growing debate about women's freedom. Suffragettes and feminists argued it was a symbol of female oppression, a fashionable cage. While it was a short-lived trend, the hobble skirt highlighted the absurd lengths fashion could go to and fueled the public's desire for more practical, liberating clothing for women. Now, let's splash into the 1920s, the era of the flapper. And what did the flapper wear? The knee-length drop-waist dress. After centuries of floor-length gowns, showing a bit of ankle was risk, but showing the knee, it was downright shocking to the older generation. This new silhouette, combined with bobbed hair and a bold attitude, symbolized a radical break from the past. These women were smoking, dancing, and demanding more freedom. The flapper dress wasn't just a piece of clothing. It was the uniform of the new woman, a symbol of social and sexual liberation that defined the Roaring '20s. The outrage it caused only made it more popular, with the youth eager to cast off old-fashioned conventions. Fast forward to 1946. The world is just emerging from the shadow of World War II, a time of rationing and austerity. Then, a French designer named Louis Reard unveils a creation he boldly names after the Bikini Atoll, the site of atomic bomb tests. Yes, we're talking about the bikini. It was so tiny, so scandalous, that no Parisian model would dare to wear it. Reard had to hire a nude dancer to debut his two-piece invention. The public reaction was immediate and explosive. It was condemned by the Vatican, banned from beaches and beauty pageants across the globe. People called it indecent, immoral. But the bikini, like the atomic bomb it was named after, was an explosion that couldn't be contained. It slowly but surely became a symbol of body confidence, summer fun, and a major cultural shift in attitudes toward the human body. Next up, the 1960s, a decade of rebellion. And at the heart of it was a British designer named Mary Quant and her game-changing invention, the miniskirt. As hemlines shot up higher than ever before, so did the controversy. The miniskirt was seen by many as a symbol of promiscuity and a decline in moral standards. Coco Chanel herself famously called it just awful, but for the young women of the swinging 60s, the miniskirt was pure liberation. It was a declaration of independence, a way to literally run, jump, and dance their way into a new, more equal future. It was the ultimate symbol of youthquake culture, and its shockwaves are still felt in fashion today. While we're in the 60s, we can't forget Yves Saint Laurent's Le Smoking Tuxedo for women. It's introduced in 1966, in an era when it was still controversial and, in some places, illegal for women to wear trousers in formal settings. Putting a woman in a tuxedo was a radical act. It was sleek, powerful, and blurred the lines of gender like never before. Famous socialite Nan Kempner was famously turned away from a fancy New York restaurant for wearing her YSL tuxedo suit. Her response? She took off the pants and wore the jacket as a mini dress. The smoking wasn't just an outfit. It was a statement about power, equality, and a woman's right to wear whatever she wants, whenever she wants. It redefined power dressing forever. Let's leap into the 1980s and talk about the queen of controversy herself, Madonna. For her, like a virgin performance at the 1984 MTV Video Music Awards. She descended from a giant wedding cake in a white gown, accessorized with her iconic boy toy belt buckle. Then she rolled around on the stage in a way that was, for the time, incredibly provocative. The performance was a pop culture earthquake. Critics and parents groups were horrified, calling it an attack on traditional values. But for millions of young fans, it was electrifying. Madonna masterfully used fashion to challenge ideas about femininity, religion, and sexuality. That single performance cemented her status as a cultural icon who was unafraid to use her clothes to start a conversation, or more accurately, an argument. And we cue in to talk about scandalous fashion without mentioning the 2000 Grammy Awards and Jennifer Lopez's green Versace dress. You know the one? With a neckline that plunged all the way down to her navel, held together with what seemed like sheer will, and some double-sided tape, it was the dress that broke the internet. Literally. So many people were searching for photos of it that it inspired the creation of Google image search. The dress was pure, unadulterated glamour and confidence. It was a moment that redefined red carpet fashion, proving that a single outfit could become a global phenomenon overnight and change the way we use the internet. From a queen's simple chemise to a pop star's plunging neckline, these outfits did more than just cover bodies. They challenged norms, reflected societal change, and gave a voice to new generations. They proved that fashion is never just about clothes. It's about ideas, identity, and revolution. What's your favorite scandalous fashion moment in history? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this journey through fashion's rebellious past, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more. We'll see you in the next one. Act.